The gear and gadgets we use on a daily basis are a crucial component for anyone working on a computer, and in this video I'm going to share with you my top gear and gadgets that I think are great for motion designers or any creative person that spends a lot of time at their computer desk. And speaking of computer desks, this video is sponsored by Flexispot, who have graciously upgraded my desk for this video. I love this desk because I'm able to sit or stand, which has been great for my posture, and I've even noticed a decrease in lower back pain after working. We'll talk more about that in just a bit, but let's get into this. First on the list is the Elgato Stream Deck Plus. This is a recent addition to my setup, and I honestly don't know how I ever lived without it. It's kind of like K-Bar for your entire computer. You're able to assign commands to each of the buttons, dials, and even the touchscreen strip, which also lets you swipe through screens of button layouts. I use it for managing all of my OBS controls when recording these videos. I have macros set up that switch my OBS profiles and scene collections depending on what I'm recording. It moves After Effects to the exact place on my screen that I need it to be for screen recording, and I can even switch between my camera views at the push of a button. Elgato has an entire marketplace of plugins for Stream Deck for controlling all kinds of aspects of your machine and individual apps. Sideshow Effects has created tons of profiles for lots of Adobe apps, including After Effects, complete with custom designed icons and literally hundreds of program shortcuts. I also have my Stream Deck set up to control parts of my operating system, like volume control, even for individual apps, which makes this gadget useful to a lot more than just motion designers. I even control almost all of my next piece of gear with the Stream Deck, and that next piece of gear is the Elgato Prompter, which again is something I cannot imagine working without. With it, I'm able to read from a script while looking directly into the camera lens, and yes, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Could you tell? This has literally shaved hours off of my production time per video because I used to just hit record and start talking until I had what I needed. Now I just write up what I want to say, record 1 to 3 takes, and I'm done. But my favorite part about the prompter is that it actually connects to my computer as a display, meaning I can put whatever window I want on the prompter and still be looking through the camera lens. This lets me maintain eye contact when I'm on video calls or recording interviews. It's actually caught a lot of people off guard because we're so used to not having that eye contact on video calls these days, and I just love that feature. To hold it in position, I use the Elgato Flex Arm and Master Mount, and no, this video isn't sponsored by Elgato, I'm just a fan of their products. But that leads me right into what this stand is mounted to, my new Flexispot E7 Plus 4-leg standing desk. I've worked with Flexispot in the past and I'm a huge fan of their desks, but I'll be honest with you, before I had a standing desk, I didn't think I would like it at all. But being able to stand while working has made a noticeable impact on my workday. I can feel that I'm standing with better posture than when I'm sitting in my chair. While recording, I have more energy and room to be more expressive. I can access the things underneath my desk and clean much more easily. This specific frame, the E7 Plus, is a big upgrade for me because it's a dual motor model with 4 legs that just gives an incredible amount of sturdiness. And it's able to support 540 pounds, which is way more weight than I'll ever put on this desk, but still, I have quite a bit more weight than most people riding on this frame. Almost all of my production gear is mounted at the desktop in addition to my 2 large monitors and my undermounted PC, which we'll get to in a minute. This desk has absolutely no issues raising and lowering while supporting all of my gear. I can even sit on the desk while it's moving and it doesn't even blink. I chose the solid wood texture desktop and love the way it looks. It's wrapped in a black walnut finish with a combination of poplar and eucalyptus inside, and it's super solid. You can adjust the height of the desk manually or program sitting and standing heights, as well as 2 additional custom positions. There's even a USB charging port on the controller. The manual height adjustment is also great because I can use it to set my camera's height exactly where I need it to be without actually adjusting the position of the camera. If you couldn't tell, I fully endorse Flexispot's line of desks. I think they make very affordable, high-quality products that are built to last, which is why they back this desk with a 15-year warranty and 30-day risk-free return service. Now let's take a look underneath the desk. I've mounted my PC tower under here with the VIVO heavy-duty adjustable under-desk PC mount. I was honestly afraid of undermounting my PC because of how heavy it is, but this mount is really locked in place. It makes a huge difference to have this attached to the desk and not sitting on the floor where Pixel used to lay up against it. It also makes a big difference with all the cables I have running around in my gear on top of the desk. Since the PC moves with the height of the desk, all of the cables stay put relative to where they already were. To manage the power cables, I've also mounted this plug strip with a 15-foot power cord underneath the desk, as well as an under-desk cable management tray for all of the power bricks and wrapped power cords. Again, this makes a huge difference because it all travels with the desk and is now out of sight and out of mind. For all of the USB and other peripheral cables that plug into the PC, I've wrapped them in this nylon cable sleeve, so instead of having all of these cables scattered off the back of my desk, they're all contained in one single place. Much nicer. Back when I was using a laptop as my primary machine, I used this CalDigit TS3 Plus dock for connecting all of my peripherals. If you want to hear about how my laptop almost exploded and why I upgraded to this Puget desktop, click the card above. Since I had the dock lying around, I decided to use it to connect some of my many external hard drives to my PC. And speaking of external hard drives, I have a few different brands, but my favorite by far is this little guy, the Samsung T7 solid state drive. These are what I record directly to from OBS, including this video feed, and I edit directly off of them too. They're super tiny, really fast, and I love them. This last one is kind of a novelty, but I truly think that the gear you use on a daily basis should bring you joy, and that's exactly what this 8BitDo retro mechanical keyboard does for me. It's classic Nintendo themed, incredibly satisfying to type on, and even comes with these giant A and B buttons that you can map to any key press. So anytime I need to confidently save my After Effects project file, I just mash the A button. Unfortunately, this keyboard does not come with a number pad, which is essential to my own workflow in After Effects, Blender, and other apps, so I also purchased this Epomaker Cidoo V21 number pad that I think matches the aesthetic pretty closely. Unlike the plastic shell of the keyboard, this number pad is framed out of a block of aluminum and is almost just as heavy. And that's my current gear setup. You can find links to all of it in the description if you're interested, including my Flexispot desk. Head to flexispot.com to browse all of their desk frames, tops, and other products. The desks are very customizable and come in lots of size and color options, so you can get exactly what works best for you in your own workspace. I really can't say enough about the benefits of working while standing. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at what a difference it makes in your day-to-day experience. Thanks so much to Flexispot for sending me this desk and for sponsoring this video. Let me know down in the comments if there's any gear I left off my list that you would recommend. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.